Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, April 17th, 2023. It is 4:37 in the morning. Okay. Okay, this is going to be The Complete Book of Ghosts, a fascinating exploration of the spirit world for apparitions to haunted places. Introduction. The belief in an immortal human soul or spirit and its survival after the death of the physical body is as old as humankind. It is shared by almost every culture, and yet there is still a substantial proportion of the population who doubt or deny the considerable empirical and anecdotal evidence supporting its existence. This book provides compelling, perhaps even overwhelming, evidence of the existence of ghosts, while making an important distinction between the various manifestations of this fascinating phenomenon. The stories collected between these covers have been drawn from 3 of my previous books on the subject. The Complete Book of Ghosts, Hauntings and Ghosts in the Spirit World, and encompass such diverse natural phenomenon as out-of-body and near-death experiences, crisis apparitions, phantom forerunners, bilocation, and thought forms, as well as related supernatural phenomenon, including poltergeists, spirit photography, possessions, and, of course, haunted houses, hotels, and even entire ghost towns. A few examples have been drawn from my own extensive personal experience, and the rest from a lifetime study of occult phenomenon. This has led me to an understanding that there is nothing to fear from investigating the supernatural and exploring the paranormal, provided that we can distinguish between a genuinely objective experience and one colored, distorted by our personal expectations, beliefs, and fears. I have collected numerous stories which illustrate the wide variety of ghostly manifestations, and these can be read for pure entertainment and a pleasant shudder, or frisson as the French would have it. But the real value of these examples is what they reveal about the nature of reality and our changing perception of it. Why, for example, would one person see a ghost in its entirety and another see only a portion of it in the same location and at the very same time? Why do some apparitions interact with the living while others seem oblivious to our presence? If ghosts are conscious, disembodied souls, how is it possible for us to glimpse an entire scene from the past? And if ghosts are mere echoes in the ether, why do some manifest to warn of danger, channel their talents through the living, or come back to convey a message from the world beyond? Humankind has a fundamental need to believe in the immortality of the soul because it validates our own existence and gives us the hope and faith to endure the trials of life and the pain of loss. But if true ghost stories were merely chilling fairy tales and myths, they would not have endured through the millennia and form the core belief of 57 disparate cultures, philosophies, and religions. It is true that Orthodox Christianity does not profess belief in the immortality of the individual human spirit, nor the migration of the soul, which is common to those traditions which espouse reincarnation, but estragic Christianity does advocate the idea, as does that branch of estragic Judaism known as Kabbalah, which teaches and indicates how to rise through the various stages of spiritual awareness in the spirit, using the central glyph of the Tree of Life. Further back, the prehistory before the establishment of organized religion, our ancestors honored their dead in expectation of an afterlife and attempted to communicate with their spirits and also the spirits of animal guides through shamans, tribal elders, medicine men, and the high priests. Their practices for freeing the spirit survive in the rites and rituals of modern day shamans and pagans, for whom the invisible world of disembodied souls and animisms is as real, if not more so, than our physical world. For the other, they believe is eternal, while ours is transient. The ancient Egyptians were obsessively preoccupied with the afterlife to such an extent that their religion was focused on making a cult of the dead. But in secret, the high priest practiced what today we would call astral projection to initiate neophytes in the mysteries of life and death. Their custom of placing a mummified corpse into a series of sarcophagi or sarcophagi of increasing refinement symbolized their belief that there are three non-physical components within the human body: the Ka, Ba, and Ak. K-A-B-A and A-K-H, which equate with the astral body of the Western esoteric tradition, the mind and the immortal soul. The astral body, also known as the etheric or dream body, is the matrix of energy, which is effectively a blueprint for the physical form we assume on entering this material dimension at birth. And it is this incorporeal projection of our physical body that we call a ghost or apparition. Okay, so that is the introduction for the complete book of ghosts. Thank you for watching.